people, look at what doctor gave me for Nigerian independence at 58. At 58, I'm still eating pop-off. Doctor, I'm suffering and smiling. Well, anyway, with that, I'll still be, praying to God. Maybe Omoyele will take it back for us. AAC will take it back for us. We are taking it back and no hold back. Now, anyway, I'll introduce you, doctor. Don't worry, because you're my favorite doctor. The doctor that diagnosed Nigeria, that rip off Nigerian stomach like this open and scatter it and tell us what is happening in Nigeria. I'm here to introduce to you Dr. Injagiri Damages!
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We're coming to you from the greatest city in the world,
New York City!
Yes. New York City is so great, that the number of homeless people in New York City jumped from 3,000 to 4,000. We're talking about those on the street, not those in houses or on the street. Jump from 3,000 to 4,000. Now, we knew this because every year we do census of homeless people in New York City. Unlike in Lagos, nobody does census of homeless people.
Yes, I know.
Why the mayor of New York City is speaking big grammar and rolling out big plans? Kanye West just landed in New York City a few days ago. Oh yeah, he landed and picked up. He picked up one of those homeless people, took him to a studio, and they are making rap music. Wow! I mean, it's amazing. This is a miracle. You know what I mean? Miracle worker. You know what I mean?
Miracle
on the street of New York City. Yes. Miracle on 31st Avenue or 34th Avenue, wherever. That's amazing. Isn't that amazing? Now, the same way, likewise, scientists have found the first moon outside our solar system.
Wow!
Big moon, not like this small one. It changes everything we know about how we got here. Yeah, it changes everything. Meanwhile, none of our pastors, prophets, or apostles saw that coming. They didn't in their prophecy. No, they didn't see that. They don't. Now, if they did, they would have known that Kanye West was heading to Africa.
He was heading to Nigeria.
Did you know that he's going to Africa? Did you hear the news? It's big news. The same day that scientists discovered the new moon, Kanye West announced that he was going to Africa.
Wow. To Africa
to finish his new album. You see what I'm saying? Did you see connection?
Is he going along with the homeless man?
For the first time in over 50 years, the Nobel Prize for Physics went to a woman.
Wow.
She's the fourth woman in the history of the Nobel Prize for Physics. Which goes to prove to you that Me Too has reached them too. You know what I mean?
That's deep.
It's deep, yeah.
That's deep.
Physics. A woman winning Nobel Prize for Physics. Do you know how hard it is to win Nobel Prize for Physics? Meanwhile, the World Health Organization ranked Nigeria 187 out of 190 countries in the world on the list of best health systems.
Just 3 above the...
Yeah. Nigerians were mad about the ranking, and I don't understand. Were you mad?
We deserve it. We don't have a good...
We were better than just 3 countries.
3 countries?
Only. Myanmar, Central African Republic, and Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone?
Yeah, can you believe that? Is that what I want to just... Now for me, I was pleased, I could not believe that World Health Organization looked at what we have and called it a system. Does it look like a system where you go to the hospital, they won't touch you unless you buy a card and pay some money? Is that a system? I thought they would call it by its proper name, health disaster, not health system.
Even better.
Now, anyway, it doesn't matter. Well, they just said we are third on the list. The worst.
System.
That should make us. What is that party? Is there any party talking about health system in Nigeria? I haven't seen any of them. Anyway, talking about countries with good systems, health system, Rwanda. But there are some things they don't have good systems in. Like anything to do with human rights or freedom of expression.
Yes.
Do you know that if you're a cartoonist in Rwanda today, you are an endangered species? Now, if you are a cartoonist in Rwanda, well, too bad. You need another career right now. Another career. No, the government of Rwanda is cracking down on cartoonists.
What?
Yeah. A revised law stated that any writing or cartoon that humiliates a lawmaker, like what you people do to Dino Melaya, or a cabinet member, or like what you people do to Kemi or Auntie Kemi, or any military officer, or anybody against the state, that such a work, for producing such a work, you will go to jail for 2 years and pay a fine of up to 1 million Rwandan francs.
Where's freedom of expression?
That is like $1,152.
That's freedom of suppression.
Yeah.
Freedom of suppression.
If you are even crazy enough to defame the president, Paul Kagame, you face 5 to 7 years in jail.
Wow.
And a fine of 7 million Rwandan francs. Now, a Photoshop of the president's image, like this one, is enough to get you locked up for 7 years.
Wow.
Sasha, you are risking 7 years for putting up that picture. My issue is that France already cancelled that they don't use that money. Why are African countries still using that money? It doesn't make sense. The country that started using it, they're Euro. Yeah, Africa is still using that's terrible. Anyway, Paul Kagame sees nothing wrong with these new laws. You know, he said that the man who has been president for the past 70 years, he has been there for 70 years, he maintains that press freedom and freedom of expression are alive and well in Rwanda. He dismissed those people who are making the argument that these laws are making it difficult to hold public officers accountable. He said these people are not serious, you know. Now, I had an argument with a Rwandan, and he said to me, Nigeria that has freedom of press and freedom of expression, where has it taken them to?
Wow.
I couldn't answer it. We can run our mouth, blah blah blah. They still steal money. They still rig elections. You know, which brings me to our next story about freedom of expression. Yeah, a South African radio host on Hot 91.9 FM, Sasha was sacked for calling the PM, a member of parliament, Julius Malema, a monkey. I know. The white South African said this about Julius Malema, who is the leader of the Economic Freedom Party. On his morning TV show, while people were eating their breakfast, he said this: do people still listen to that monkey? Look at the face of the man.
Abomination.
The man later apologized but the radio station fired him. But once the South African was fired, he went on Twitter and wrote the following: I am sorry if I offended anyone. Okay. But I stand by what I said. I stand by what I said.
He meant he's still a monkey.
Yeah. Which brings me to our first story. Kanye West coming to Africa to finish his album. You know, the people don't understand the implication of this. He made the announcement 3 days after he demanded the abolition of the 13th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Okay. You know what that amendment said? Yes. It was one that ended slavery. Apparently, Kanye West feels that slavery ended very soon. I think it's a good thing that he's coming to Africa. You know what I mean? Yes. He will discover on arrival that there are African musicians, rappers with greater talents than he has. Of course. Like this one. What?
You want another rap? You want another rap? You want another rap? You want another rap?
You want another rap? Yes, Sava. You want another rap? Yes, Sava. I want to make a prediction here. After his visit to Africa, Kanye West will finally denounce that fiction that descendants of African slaves, those taken away from Africa to America, that they are African Americans. I predict that he would revert to their original name, America Protected Persons. You know what I mean? APP. Yeah. Kanye West would declare at the end of that visit that America protected them from poverty and crime and violence and the hell that is Africa. I'm telling you what will happen in the next few days. Oh yeah, he will do that. Now, the election in Cameroon. Did you know that they had an election in Cameroon? Yeah. It has come and gone. As expected, the man voted from Switzerland. As expected, Paul Biya has won again. This is his 10th time or something. Yeah. He won again. Are you not impressed? He will die in office. He's going to die in office. What will happen to the wife, Chantal Biya? Do you know Chantal Biya? Have you seen her? Yeah. You know her hair. Look at her. Isn't that amazing? You know, the hair doesn't even have gray hair after so many years of How does she maintain it? I mean, I know they do. They know what they do in Switzerland. They know what they do. Evidence of good living, you know. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about elections. So the elections going on all over Africa, even in Nigeria, we're warming up for the big one. Now, like all elections in Africa, we know they get rigged. Don't you know?
Yes.
As Nigerians prepare for their next election.
Yes.
It's happening every day, you know, their primaries and everything. Here are a few things that we now know about elections in Africa.
Oh, okay. All right.
Take a look.
The process is rigged. This whole election is being rigged.
Wow!
What is that? African elections are all rigged. Thank you, Donald Trump.
Thank you,
Trump. Thank you very much. Now, we don't need Trump to remind us. Adam Oshiomhole, you know him?
Adam.
The APC chairman, in his own words.
Slip of tongue. Slip of common sense.
Slip of tongue, slip of common sense. In his own words, he told us how things are done. Watch.
I think that for democracy to flourish, only people who can accept the pain of defeat, should participate in an election.
You see, a former chairman of PDP, Senator Mantu, you know Mantu?
Ibrahim.
He explained, you know him very well. He explained how they used to rig election and why.
Yes.
Take a look.
So can I just quickly clarify? Did I hear you say that you helped rig elections before now?
Let me tell you one thing. Yes, I did, because I'm now confessing the truth. Look, what do I mean? I don't have to go and change election, but you know, when you provide money, you give money to INEC boys to help you if they see any chance that they should favor you.
Wow! You see, these people are born again. They are exposing what they do. Now, these guys know what they are talking about.
Yes,
because they are experts. They're experts. They've done it many times. Especially that Adam of a guy. Here is Buba Galdima. You know, a former friend of Buhari.
Yes.
Down there, they don't see. Talking about Adam and his mansion in Benin. Do you know the man has a mansion in Edo State? Take a look.
Gorgeous.
Take a look.
Adam Oshiomhole is a fraudster. Let him come and tell the Nigerian public he's a public officer. Where did he get the money to build the palace, the biggest in the whole of Africa?
Wow. These are people running the APC.
This is the factional leader.
People who will manage the 2019 election.
Wow.
Just look at how the primaries they were going on across Nigeria. What do you expect will happen next year? What do you expect? The good thing is that Dr. Damages is planning to be right there in Nigeria.
Yes,
to cover the election. So we'll be there live to give you what's going on. Now, before I leave, I want to bring you a special message from a Ghanaian pastor. You know, we love our pastors.
We love our
African pastors, they are
Ghanaian
good.
pastors.
The man of God is worried that in a few years, there will be so much excess women in Africa that the society will collapse.
Wow.
So he even wrote a book about it. Take a look.
Between the ages of 15 and 55, we are going to have 3 million women who will not find husbands if each man married one wife.
I mean, the man even wrote a book about it. And in the book, he recommended that polygamy is the solution. My man, here's my man again. Listen to him.
Because over 10 million women can't find husbands. And you know what that means?
No.
Okay, there will be increase in prostitution, extramarital affairs, there will be increase in unwanted pregnancies, then abortions, sexually transmitted diseases, and when there is excess women, they say the beautiful ones are yet to be born, right? They see the beautiful ones, the old marriages will collapse because the men will leave them and go and take new wives.
What are we going to do? I mean, we have to help out. So many women, and there will be too much problems. He said. He mentioned the problems like infidelity, abortion, people taking other people's husbands. Men should be allowed to marry more than one wife.
Solution.
Mamudoka, I'm just, this is just a show. I'm just talking to people. This is not really what I believe. Mamudoka.
Yes, I know.
Wait, I'm talking to Mamudoka. This is not really what I believe. This is just a show. I'm just trying to talk to people. I'm not laughing. I don't It's time for your email. It's time for your
email.
Wow. I get a brain.
Hey. Hi,
you're back.
Yes.
The same hairstyle, but different dressing, you know.
The temperatures
dropped. Yeah. All right. Do we have emails today?
Every day, doctor.
Okay, let's hear them.
Okay, so our first email is from Flavor in Bangkok.
Flavor. Is it Flavor? No, not that one. Not that one that takes off his shirt all the time.
I always dance it.
Not that one. No, not that one.
And he writes, Dear Dr. Damages.
Yes.
Honestly, I must tell you that I've never liked your program before.
Oh, before. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Yeah, he's saying like he never liked it.
Before. And then what happened?
Never even cared to watch or listen to it. But one day my wife was watching your program and I was listening from behind and I got so interested.
What?
From that day, Doctor, your program has been one of my favorites.
Wow.
You always say it as it happens.
We try.
And the way it should be without fear.
Oh, we try.
Thank you for bringing news closer to the people.
Wow.
Please keep up the good work. I am watching a melon.
Oh! Hey. Flavor! You are my man. You see, that's what I tell people. Listen to your wife. Do what she's doing.
Be obedient.
You'll be alright. Next.
Our second email is from PTDF, local scholars for MSc and PhD, based here in Nigerian universities.
These are PhD people. And you have to be careful when you're reading this kind of email.
A committee of PhD holders.
Scholars.
Doctor, these are the kind of people when you go to their office, they have PhD, MSP.
Yeah, these are scholars.
MPH.
MSc. I give a break. Be careful. Pronounce things properly because these are scholars. These are not year people. Don't just play around. Okay, read it. Let's hear. Okay.
And they write, please, Dr. Damages.
Yes.
I want you to please help us raise the voice of scholars shortlisted long ago to benefit from the scholarship of MSc, PhD, and BSc degree programs in a specially called Local Scholarship Scheme, LSS.
Wow.
You can imagine the shortlisted students that have been left stranded since 2017 till date.
What?
The second year is almost rounding up, and a good number of scholars have not been paid a kobo, except for low-grade laptop gifts given since when the induction program was held.
Wow.
They have been taking students in LSS, Nigeria sponsorship, for granted because our counterparts that were shortlisted at the same time for abroad overseas have been settled, and most of them, especially the MSc students, will be done before the end of this year while we're in Nigeria and we're yet to be paid 0 kobo.
Wow.
And PTDF are saying that they will not sponsor an extra year, and now the official period of sponsorship has not been made.
Wow.
Please, we would like you to help us raise our voice.
What can we do for these people? You know what I mean? These are scholars. Tomorrow's scholars.
Go for me.
These are what should you know what? Where are the Sahara people? Are they still around?
Yes, they are.
Can they take up this story and write something about it? Can you
write us?
Sasha, can you talk to the Sahara people, please? I don't like this. I don't like this. You know, these are the people that we teach tomorrow's students.
Tomorrow's children.
Why can't we be serious? You know that somebody must have collected this money. You know that?
Yes.
You know that? Somebody put it in the bag. We need to know more and be able to expose these people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Give us names. Who is in charge?
Let's expose them.
Give us the names. We put the picture, even the picture of the man.
WikiLeaks.
Nonsense. Next.
Rubbish.
Dr. Damages leak.
Our final email
is
from Mr. Jackson Nicholas.
Jackson Nicholas.
Nigerian residing
in Thailand.
AKA Gallant guy.
You see what I mean? You know the Thailand people. They are like Malaysian people. You know what I mean? They are tough. They are not. They don't play.
They are not inviting us to
Dubai. That's what we're saying. These people should invite us.
Yes.
What's his name again?
Nicholas.
We need to come over there and see things.
Yes.
We see the action of you guys. We want to come and talk to you guys. You know what I mean? And the guys in Dubai.
Yeah.
You want to go to Dubai?
Yes.
Okay. Read the email. I know that by next week we'll talk. Read the email.
And he writes.
Yes.
Hi, Doctor.
Hey,
I'm a die-hard fan of your show.
You see, I know it's my friend. That's why I can talk to him.
And each week, I look forward to your new episodes.
Thank you.
As if my life depends on it. Wow.
You see, these are good guys.
You're a very talented guy, full of life, unlike our president.
Thank you.
And I'm glad you're in Nigeria.
Don't let your
Unlike our president, did you hear that part? He just dropped a slide. Slide it in.
Unlike the president.
Unlike our president.
I want to talk to you about the loans Nigerian government is taking from China.
Good point. The China loan. People are worried.
Do you have any idea what our government bet as collateral?
No.
My close friend here told me Murtala Mohammed Airport is giving us collateral.
To fear what?
Do you have any idea if that is true? And do you think it's possible for the Chinese government to take over our national airport?
I don't think, because there's no light in that airport. What do they need it for? The toilets are not good. They better get a brand new land. Yeah.
What do you think will be different? Do you think there will be any worse than current criminals managing the airports? Once more, thank you, Dr. Damages, and my best regards to our cutie nurse. Wow. Sweet Sasha. And the noise making us sick.
National Association of Noise Makers. Now, thank you, my man. You see, this is what I'm saying. We don't know what the government is saying. We have to insist. That's why we have to get real people into the National Assembly who will demand that we want to see the documents they sign. It should be public information. You know what I mean? There's no need. We don't care where they come from, but we need people that we do the right thing. Nigerians need to know what we're signing up, what we're giving up for all these things. Nonsense.
Our debt profile has risen, so.
Yeah, nonsense.
No.
Any other email?
No, that's all.
Okay, that's all the time we have for emails. Please keep sending your emails to Dr. Damages at
gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at
Dr. Damages.
And on Instagram at
Dr. Damages.
Now, here is my concern for today.
Yes.
It's taken from page 419 of the book See Me, See My Bicycle by Eleanor Roosevelt. And it says, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. See how deep I go? Not in their dreams, in the beauty of their dreams.
This one was needed.
Yeah, you need it, I know. Until next week, I'm Dr. Damages. I diagnose you.
Doctor, I heard that last week your boss, they had a convention.
Oh yeah. There was this convention and actually we have some videos of the presidential candidates dancing. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Show them. Sasha, end this show with that video. Yeah. That one. Yes. Thank you.